HOA Karen blocked my moving truck, didn't expect to be arrested by the state trooper I called son. The sun beat down on Maplewood Lane, a suburban street so perfect it could have been ripped from a postcard until today. I was 28, finally leaving this suffocating neighborhood for a fresh start in the city. My moving truck idled in the driveway, packed with everything I owned. But one obstacle stood in my way. Karen Mitchell, the HOA president, arms crossed, glaring like a hawk ready to strike. She'd been my nemesis since I moved here 2 years ago, citing every infraction from unapproved mailbox paint to excessive lawn weeds. Now, she claimed my truck was obstructing community aesthetics and demanded I move it immediately. "Karen, I'm leaving for good," I said, voice tight. "Just let me go." Her lips curled. "Not until you follow protocol. File a request for vehicle clearance. Rules are rules." I clenched my jaw. The truck was legally parked, and I'd notified the HOA weeks ago. This was personal. Karen thrived on control, and I was her favorite target. Neighbors watched from porches, whispering. I dialed the state police, hoping for backup. "Please send someone," I said. "There's a dispute blocking my move." Karen scoffed. "Call whoever you want. I'm not moving." Minutes ticked by, the air thick with tension. Then a cruiser pulled up, and my heart sank. Out stepped Trooper Daniel Hazeme, estranged son. I hadn't seen him in 5 years, not since the divorce tore us apart. He was 24 now, broad-shouldered, his face a mask of professionalism. Our eyes met, and I saw a flicker of recognition, then nothing. "Sir, ma'am, what's the issue?" Daniel's voice was clipped. Karen launched into a tirade, accusing me of violating HOA bylaws and disrespecting community standards. I explained my side, voice shaking, hyper-aware of Daniel's gaze. He took notes, his pen scratching louder than it should have. The crowd grew. Neighbors, kids on bikes, even Karen's husband, Tom, who lingered nervously. Then came the twist. Tom, usually silent, stepped forward. "Karen, you didn't tell them," he muttered, eyes darting. She froze. "Tell them what?" I demanded. Tom hesitated, then spilled. Karen had forged HOA documents to block my move, claiming unpaid fines that didn't exist. She'd done it to others, too, but I was her example. The crowd gasped. Daniel's pen stopped. "Is this true?" he asked, voice low. Karen's face crumpled. "I was protecting our community," she shrieked, but her authority was gone. Daniel radioed for backup, his tone icy. "Ma'am, I need you to step back." She didn't. Instead, she lunged at me, screaming about entitled outsiders. I stumbled, shocked, as Daniel restrained her, cuffs clicking around her wrists. The neighbors fell silent, their phones recording. "Karen Mitchell, you're under arrest for harassment and document forgery," Daniel said. She wailed, mascara streaking, as he led her to the cruiser. I stood frozen, my son's face unreadable. He glanced at me, and for a moment, I thought he'd speak. Instead, he nodded curtly and drove away, Karen's sobs fading. The truck rolled out an hour later, but freedom tasted bitter. I'd won, but at what cost? Daniel hadn't called me dad in years, and today, I was just another civilian. Karen's arrest exposed her tyranny, but it also revealed a community complicit in her rain neighbors who'd stayed silent, enabling her. Tom's confession haunted me. He'd known her crimes but feared her wrath. I wondered if Daniel saw me as another bystander, too weak to fight back sooner. As I drove away, Maplewood Lane shrank in my rearview, a perfect facade hiding ugly truths. Karen's downfall was justice, but it didn't heal the rift with my son or erase the scars of her vendetta. I'd escaped, but the weight of that day clung to Meher's rage, his coldness, the neighbor's stares. What would you do when a community's rules become a tyrant's weapon? Share your thoughts on justice, silence, or standing up.